Welcome back to At Home with Danielle. Today we're diving into a massive cleaning and organizing session that'll leave your home feeling fresh and clutter-free. We'll start by tackling the master bedroom, ensuring every corner is spotless and calming. Then we'll move on to the rooms of my two youngest boys, where we'll not only clean, but we're also going to go through their clothes. It's time to pack up some of Kaiden's clothes so we can pass them along to our nephew, and to move some of Grayson's stuff over to Kaiden's closet. Join me for the satisfying journey of decluttering and organizing, and let's get motivated together. Alright, so I started in my room by opening up all the blinds to get some of that fresh sunlight in. Then I'm going to make the bed and start cleaning the rest of the bedroom. Now, if you watched my previous video, we did like a little mini room refresh, went through the process of changing out our flooring and all of that good stuff. In this video, you will see that we added our rug. I was going to do a short, but we just didn't have enough time to film anything. So we got the rug laid out, and we also built this little wooden frame around the bottom of our bed. We have the biggest problem with the cats getting under the bed and leaving us little surprises like hairballs and little piles of just disgustingness. So we try to keep them out from under our bed. I did start kind of looking at some like platform beds that had drawer space underneath, but we just didn't have that kind of money right now. So I went ahead, bought a couple pieces of wood, and my husband built this frame. It just kind of sits around our bed frame, and it perfectly keeps the cats out from going underneath the bed.
Come on, baby, drive me insane, leave me burning. If this is the end, promise me that it's worth it. I know it's getting late, but I wanna stay anyway. Come on, baby, lie with me till the morning. Love me like you do, and I forget that we're broken. I know it's getting late.
Alright, so once the bed is made, I'm just going to quickly clear off the surfaces like my vanity table, and I don't think there was really anything on the dresser this day, so really just kind of straightening up the stuff around my vanity table. And then I'm going to go ahead and move into Kaiden's room. I will come back in later and wipe everything down and do the floors once I have both rooms picked up.
Still saying you're not like that. Come on, baby, drive me insane, leave me burning. If this is the end, promise me that it's worth it.
Moving into Kaiden's room, his room is not too much of a mess, just a few things out of place. I'm not actually going to make his bed because this is not the bedding that actually goes in his room. He had a little accident in his sleep the other night, and so his bedding was in the wash, so I just kind of pulled the blankets up. Then I'm going to sit down and start going through all of his clothes. For those of you who are new here, my name is Danielle. I am a full-time working mom. I have 3 little boys, ages 5, 7, and 13. And now they're getting to the point where I have to kind of stop and think about their ages because it's a little hard to believe that I have a 13-year-old. Our youngest son, Kaiden, has Down syndrome, and he can be quite a handful at times. And when mommy is off for the summer, he likes to just stay underneath her feet, and he is always following me around. I also have a chronic illness, which really makes cleaning and filming these videos somewhat difficult, so I have to really pace myself. So even though I'm only doing 3 bedrooms in this video, this actually was spread out over the course of 2 days, because as we move into my older son's room, which is my middle son, his room was completely trashed, and by the time I finished my bedroom and Kaiden's bedroom on this day, I took one look at his room and I was like, I just don't have it in me today. So that is actually Kaiden's fault. He got in there when Grayson was not in there, and he got all of this stuff just kind of thrown out on Grayson's floor, so we're gonna get that taken care of.
Entire world until I wasn't Oh, heartache, you left me behind. That's not a man, only a coward. Gone now, you're chasing the wind. No longer my man. You're just a dressed in moonlight, I whisper your name, can't get any sleep, smoking cigarette after cigarette.
Alright, so as I'm going through Kaiden's clothes, I realize he has a ton of pajamas. My middle son and my youngest son are really like pajama kids. They love pajamas. They stay in pajamas. If we are not leaving the house, they're pretty much in pajamas. Sometimes my middle son will leave the house in pajamas. He really doesn't care. So they both have a ton of pajamas because everything Grayson gets passed down to Kaiden eventually. So I ended up having 2 drawers of pajamas. One drawer is like the real kind of thick fleece pajamas, and then the other drawer is more of his like short sets and stuff like that.
You're just a love like wildfire. I was your entire world until I stood alone in a store. Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me, yeah.
Alright, now that we've got the dresser organized and the few things that were out of place picked up in Kaiden's closet, I'm going to quickly go through his clothes. So I am just pulling out anything that is extra small boys or smaller. So he had a handful of 5T stuff left over and a ton of extra small stuff. He is now officially in a boy's small shirt and a size 5 jeans, I think. So he has a long torso, so the extra small shirts no longer fit him because his little belly pops out of it, and he, you just kind of see a little bit of a gap sometimes between the top of his pants and his shirt because his torso is so long. So we're gonna get all that out. I'm gonna get it folded and boxed up, and we will eventually take it to my in-laws and hand it off to my nephew in Louisiana.
It's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive disembodied. Loved you for, but you gave up again. Sticks on my body, now you're just a body. I saw it slowly coming, my belly ache, don't lie. Don't want a violent ending, so save me. How many times you lied about being sober? Always too tired to come over. Lean on my body, never my shoulder. Go back to her and tell that it's over. I saw it slowly coming, my belly ache, don't lie. How many times you lied about being sober?
Alright, now that Kaiden's room is done, I'm going to go ahead and wipe all the surfaces down in his room and my bedroom. And then I'm going to clean the floors, and I'm just going to start by vacuuming in his room, working my way down the hallway. Then I'm going to mop a little bit, and then I'll move into my room to finish everything up in there.
So don't smile at me when we meet, oh please. It's so ironic, yeah, I guess that is Godspeed. Ran out of ever, ran out of we don't matter. Now you're not what I need, let go of all the bad memories. There was no you and me. How many times you lied about being sober? Always too tired to come over. Lean on my body, never my shoulder. Go back to her and tell that it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. How many times you lied about being sober? Go back to her now, 'cause we're over. I saw it slowly coming, my belly ache, don't lie. Don't want a violent ending, so save me. I saw it slowly coming, my belly ache, don't lie. Don't want a violent ending, so save me.
As you can see, Kaiden loves to help. So he pulled out this little ball popper toy thing, and everywhere I went with the vacuum cleaner, he went with me with that. I guess he was pretending it was a vacuum. This thing is the bane of my existence. This toy is 16, 17 years old. We bought it for our oldest nephew, who will be turning, I believe, 17 in November. So it has been in our family since then. It has gone through our 13-year-old, our 7-year-old, and now Kaiden. I tried to throw it away at one point. It is so old. It is no longer white at the bottom. It is yellow. I tried to throw it away. My husband brought it back in the house, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there one day, in blessed silence, and the next thing I know, that thing is popping all over the place, and I'm like, oh Lord, it's back. And I thought we had finally gotten it hidden, because my husband and I both agreed, okay, we're not gonna throw it away. It's been in the family too long. It's just kind of like a memory we cannot let go of at this point. So I had put it in the attic, but I had never made it up the stairs with it. So I had opened the attic door and just kind of set it on the steps, and then I closed the attic door. We keep an external key lock on the attic because it's an unfinished attic. There's insulation everywhere, but it is a huge attic. We could actually close it in and have a third floor. So we keep an external key lock on it so that the kids can't just go up there whenever they want. In fact, the younger two kids have never really been up there. Our oldest is the only one who goes up there to help us get stuff. And I had opened that door to set the clothes that we're donating to our nephew. I had set them on the steps, and of course Kaiden was helping, and he immediately saw that ball popper thing and had to grab it, and it is now once again in the playroom, and I will have to eventually sneak it away because it just drives me nuts.
When you wish upon a star just to find out it's a plane, and when you think you've come so far but you're standing still again, and you finally understand. when the lights go out. Everything is clearer when the lights go out. I could finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror when the lights go out. It's you looking back at me. Hope. Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't.
Alright, so now we're moving into day 2. As you can see, Grayson's room is in pretty bad shape. So we have this little beanbag type. It's like a beanbag cover, but you don't put beans in it. You put stuffed animals. So Kaiden had come in and he'd taken all of those stuffed animals out. So Grayson is helping by putting as many stuffed animals back in that bag as possible, while I pick up his dirty clothes and start working on picking up some of the other toys and like trash that are in his room. And if you're wondering why Kaiden is not in here helping us, as I mentioned earlier, Kaiden has Down syndrome, and even though he is 5 years old, cognitively he functions at about an 18-month-old to a 2-year-old kind of developmental mentality. So although he does like to help, it's much more time consuming for him to help, because we have to really kind of approach him like he's less than 2 years old, and it's a lot more hands-on coaching and instructing to get something done. And on this day, this place was just such a mess. I wanted to get in, get it done, and just be done with it.
Black and white photos of you and me. So that is left that could have been held in the arms of grief. You came around to save me. Now you don't talk and I won't listen. Still like a fool I stay. And on we said it lasts forever.
Alright, so this bag right here, actually both these bags are full of clothes. Grayson spent a week with my parents, and like always, he comes home with way more stuff than he left with. They bought him a bunch of t-shirts, a couple pairs of shorts, and some pajamas, which we are super thankful for, because he definitely needed some new good t-shirts for the upcoming school year.
I watch the rain streak down our window. We never dreamed it'd get this bad.
All right, so now I'm going through Grayson's dresser, going to reorganize everything, get rid of as much stuff as I can. For the most part, we had already gone through, I think, his pajamas and stuff, so he didn't have too many that didn't fit. But as you can see, he did have a ton. Just like with Kaiden, his pajamas ended up taking 2 full drawers. So I kind of put all those thick ones in one drawer and then the thinner ones in another. Unlike Kaiden, Grayson doesn't really like to sleep in shorts all that much, so he doesn't have too many short sets, but he does have a lot of the thinner long sleeve pants and shirt sets.
Till it's over, you can cut the darkness with a flame. A single word can bring you closer. Break the silence with a whisper. There comes a swift and gentle aid. When you call upon the name, Jesus, Jesus.
I will say we are very blessed to have great family, great friends. A lot of our clothes, especially a lot of the clothes Grayson has, are clothes that have been like passed down from a friend. We have a friend who has a son who is between our oldest son and our middle son, so we try to pass some of Gabriel's stuff down to them, and then they'll pass their son's stuff down to us, and then we get quite a bit of use out of it between Grayson and Kaiden. And then I have my parents who are always willing to help. Every time they see the boys, they bring them, they come home with something. Every time they need anything, I don't even have to ask. It's just magically at my front door. So we are very thankful to have the friends and family that we have.
Safe. I'm a vessel on the waves, sinking with the weight. How the deep prevails to swallow me up. But it ain't over till it's over. You can cut the darkness with a flame. A single word can bring you closer. You break the silence with a whisper. There comes a swift and gentle aid. When you call upon the name, Jesus,
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting.
But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanted to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Alright, so now that the dresser's organized, I'm going to go ahead and finish picking up the floors. Grayson had done a lot of work in his closet. His closet was in pretty bad shape. He couldn't even really kind of walk into it. You will see me move into it, and it's really not that bad. Just a few things were still out of place, but he just got to a point where he was overwhelmed. He's like, I don't want to clean it anymore. And I was like, that's fine. Go ahead, go play. Let Mama will take care of the rest of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up what he wasn't able to do, and then I will move on to the rest of the room.
Look at me, you only see what you wanna see. Somebody who can move on. Don't tell me you're sorry, I don't want your pity. Baby, you got it all wrong. You think I'm missing you every night. Every night. You think I'm sad and alone. Oh, so alone. But don't take credit for these red eyes.
So I apologize for how this part of the video looks. When I moved my camera from the closet back into the room, I forgot to adjust my settings. I do use manual settings, and I go in and I adjust, the light and all that stuff, and I forgot to do it, so it's super bright. I do fix it here in a minute, so if you'll just bear with me, it won't be like this for too long. I did try to kind of darken it up a little bit in editing, so this is actually a little bit darker than it was. It was glaringly bright before this.
Look at me, you only see what you wanna see. Somebody who can move on. Don't tell me you're sorry, I don't want your pity. Baby, you got it all wrong. You think I'm missing you every
bringing all the doubt and all my fears, all tangled up, caught in all of the lies. I'm searching for the missing piece, but looking for a song to sing to calm this heart inside of.
All right, by this point, it was getting late. I was getting tired. So I'm just going to quickly flip through his clothes and grab out any shirts that I see that are smalls because he has moved into a medium. I did leave the small long sleeve shirts in there because I noticed that sometimes the long sleeve shirts tend to run a little bit larger than the short sleeves. So I did leave the small long sleeve in his closet and the extra small long sleeve in Kaiden's closet, but the rest of the stuff I did take out. And so I'm just going to pull all those out and put them in Kaiden's closet. I'm not going to worry about coming in here and sorting everything the way I did in Kaiden's room. Kaiden, I had his short sleeve shirts together, his long sleeve shirts together, his pants together, and then all of his jackets like off to the side. I'm not doing that tonight. I don't feel like it. So I'm just going to do a quick kind of flip through, and then I'm going to get the rest of his clothes hung up.
Deeper than any scar, yeah. Higher than any star I reach. Oh, it's the love you are, so unconditional to me. Deeper than any scar.
So now I'm just going to wipe everything down and get his nightstand set up. He is very particular about how his stuff is set up at night. He does not have a smartwatch, but he has this broken little charger stand that he hangs his little regular watch on, and he sets his phone up there, even though his phone does not, like, it's this just old little junk phone that he uses Wi-Fi to play games, and he has kids messenger so he can call family members. So it does not have any of those fancy features like the touch charging or anything like that. So that little charger is absolutely worthless for him. It does nothing. It doesn't even have a cord anymore. But he sets his little phone there. He puts his little watch there. And then I plugged in his little Galaxy projector. And then at night he turns on this lamp and he has it on red so that it's not super bright in there. And that's how he sleeps every night. But he also sleeps with like 500 stuffed animals, so he's probably going to go into that little beanbag and he's going to pull out his puppets and put them all over his bed, and in the morning when we go to wake him up, you won't even be able to see him because he'll just be covered in puppets. Alright, so then I'm just going to vacuum his room and mop it real quick, and then that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to show you some after clips so you can see what the rooms look like completely finished, but that's pretty much it. I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family, so if you would hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.
How lucky am I that I get to hold your pretty hands in mine. No clouds in the sky, nah, when you're by my side. It's like the sun is shining from those eyes. And darling, when you look at me, I forget how to breathe. The noise starts turning to a song. And I was blind, but now I see. Looked for eternity, but you were right there all along. You're where I belong.